To my shame, I haven't run this loco since getting the Welsh steam coal, about 18 months ago. I ran it on the day the coal arrived, and that's been it. I've been focusing on the builds too much. I know that the left side boiler feed check valve fails after a period of no running, so I thought I'd give the loco a run on the rolling road to test everything out before hitting the main line. The check valve has been modified with the addition of a good oil valve on its top. The right side boiler feed telltale is running as it should. The rolling road is homemade, using 5x13x6 bull races on 6mm steel axles. The loco boiler took 300ml of water to fill and the saddle tank 400. I started the fire by soaking barbecue briquette pieces in meths on the teaspoon, lighting each piece on the spoon, then shoveling it in the firebox with the suction fan on. I did it individually so there wouldn't be a big whoosh of flame. It didn't work out well, and took 25 minutes until there was steam enough to operate the blower. I need to make another suction fan to speed things up. Even though I'm patient, I feel the need for more haste. Smells like a real loco now, on this anthracite. The loco is turning over at about a scale 6 miles per hour. You can hear the sound of the blower. As the pipe is external, it pops and fizzes a bit with condensation. I'm just having a test run to see if the water pump check valve is okay. And it's not. It's not too bad. It's a bit spurty. Shouldn't be doing that. That's boiler water going up the bypass pipe. The pump's 2 valves are good. The leaky valve is the only problem when bypassing. The pump will pump to boiler without problem. It's just that it pumps too much and will eventually overfill the boiler. A test run on the rollers out of the hot midday sun. It's very hot here, New Zealand summer. I think this can conclude our test run today. I better get it out on the line. Perhaps tonight. I didn't run it on the line that evening. The boiler check valve needed fixing. I try to keep the boiler as full as possible before running the fire out. Running the loco or using the blower to burn up all the fuel, so there are as few hot embers remaining when the grate is dropped as possible. I've got my timer here. It took 25 minutes to get enough steam for the steam blower. It's a very useful timer. The bypass was supposed to be set to stop any pumping, but boiler water was being passed back up the pipe, and you can see the lid pop up a little, then a stream of water escaped. I didn't notice it during filming and shut off a bit too soon. The next morning I got to work on the valve. Removing the scanty bodywork, it's held down by 2 screws, previously removed. Unscrewing the culprit. It was a bit tighter than I imagined. Needed the 5/16 spanner. It's just sealed with PTFE plumber's tape. It's a commercial check valve. I made a new cap for it to accept one of my good old valves. I hardly ever use it, as the pumps usually keep me out of the tight spots. This check valve uses a tiny O-ring on a bobbin to seal the inlet. I'm trying to free the bobbin with one hand. The bobbin wasn't stuck. Here's some close-ups. There's quite a build-up of white deposits. I use our soft Auckland tap water in the boiler. My kettle doesn't look like this. This is the issue. Even with the boiler drained from the gauge glass blowdown, the valve is continuously sitting in water. I drained it by tipping the loco sideways and syringing out the water. The valve seat doesn't look bad. Cleaned up and ready for refitting. About 2 inches of tape applied. I need to remember this for next time. From now onwards, every time I run the loco, I'm going to remove the valve and empty all the water out. Let's see how that goes. Here we are, another day. And it looks like I've fixed the leaking check valve. It's a bit windy. Each day is getting more windy. See that telltale? That's how it should be, just dribbling back with each pump. This is the culprit. Ouch, it's hot. I have to take this off and clean up the deposits. Smells lovely on the coal. Look at that fire. As the master said, little and often. Today it just took me 15 minutes to get enough pressure to run a steam blower. Yes, I use the lighting the charcoal on the tin tray by blowtorch method. Lighting all the charcoal and shoveling it into the firebox, like on the Welsh steam coal video. It's a really hot day today, so I'm in the shade. We're very close to the line though. Behind the buxus. It needs a bit of blower after adding the coal. We're 27 minutes into the steam up. It's that lovely smell of steam oil, steam and coal smoke. These pumps work really well. Don't need priming at all. Look at the glass is full. Long stroke pumps, small bore, nice and easy to drive. Can put the lid back on now. Ouch, it's hot. Steam is hot. There's a lot too much steam now. I've turned the pump off. I'll just let this fire run out now. I've had my test of this check valve. This is a good way of losing some heat. Keep the fire door open. Let's try a bit of reverse running. The loco is optimized for forwards running by having the exhaust side piping a larger diameter. But ironically, the loco has spent most of its time running backwards when coal-fired, because that's the way my circuit runs. Thanks for watching.